My name's Bob McNally. I'm the CEO for GeoVax Labs, Inc., an HIV vaccine company working its way through clinical trials. You know, the war against AIDS has actually made some good strides. There's some excellent oral medications that are available. The unfortunate thing about this war is we still haven't figured out a way to prevent the incidence of infection. Worldwide, that incidence is roughly 2.7 million new infections every year, and in this country for the last decade, the numbers haven't strayed very much between 55 and 60,000 new infections in the U.S. alone. This war against AIDS, some of the key things that we need to do is figure out a way to prevent the incidence of infections. And this incidence of infections in this country has remained constant for the last decade, between 55 and 60,000 new infections. Also, the use of oral medications on a long-term basis is both costly and with huge side effects for the individuals that have to take those oral medications. Vaccine would work wonders for individuals who are on oral medications to wean them off of that cost and the medical side effects from taking those drugs. GeoVax has a very promising vaccine. It originated in 2001 using some technology from the Centers for Disease Control for the priming component of the vaccine. The boosting component, the modified vaccinia Ankara, was licensed in from the NIH. And then those two products were manipulated at Emory University's Vaccine Center under the direction of Dr. Harriet Robinson. And those vaccines have proven to be safe. And in our primate studies, we have shown efficacy when it comes to prevention. And now in the therapeutic trials, we've also been able to demonstrate in primates that we can wean primates off of oral medications and allowing their immune system to fight the dreaded disease. GeoVax has a preventative vaccine that is now in a phase 2A trial. That trial should be fully enrolled by the end of this year, the early part of next year. And we're in a phase 1 therapeutic trial. This is a trial directed towards individuals that are positive for HIV, with the intent of being able to wean them off their oral medications and allow their own immune system to fight the HIV virus. Universal access to GeoVax means the ability to make this vaccine useful on a global basis. And that's most likely going to be done by some large pharmaceutical firm who will eventually either license or acquire the rights to the vaccine from GeoVax. Currently, our vaccine is working for what's called a Clade B, which is primarily for North America and Europe, whereas we're beginning the research for the other clades for the rest of the developing world. And the company needs to develop those in order to be able to consider it a worldwide company. The war against AIDS made a significant step just about a year ago this time, when the trial that was done in Thailand, this was a preventative trial which was sponsored by the Thai government and the U.S. military and the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, using a vaccine from Sanofi Aventis, which demonstrated for the first time that it is indeed possible to give protection against this virus. That trial was able to get 31% protection in individuals who were vaccinated.